Welcome to Shomach on the Daf. She is sponsored by Nishmas on behalf of Shalom Le'abas Yitzchok. We're holding in Shavuos Daf Chov Dalet. The Gemara in Udalev discusses, according to Rabbi Yochanan, that a person is able to do a Shevua on something which anyway he's not allowed to do in a Torah. He could do it with a Issur Kollel, meaning he says, I will not eat meat, which includes kosher meat and treif meat. Ask the Gemara in Udalev, okay, that's only for the negative, to say I'm not going to eat the meat. But it cannot be behain. Every shua has to be hein and lav. It cannot be in the positive. You can't see, I will eat meat, which will include also treif meat, because he can't go against the Torah. So clearly the Gemara is teaching us that Issur Kollel does not allow someone to be oivel divrei Torah, even though it's included with mutar and asur, but he can't be oivel divrei Torah. Ask Tosfos and many of the Rishonim in the Sugya, that the Yerushalmi here in this parak and Allah Chadal brings, if a person says, I'm not going to eat matzah the entire year. So because it does work throughout the year, there's no mitzvah to eat matzah during the year. So therefore it also works the night of Pesach. Issur Kollel. It's Kollel, mutar, and asur. So the same way the Shevua works for the entire year, it will work for the night of Pesach. How does that work with our Gemara? The Gemara tells us that according to Rabbi Yochanan, you don't have a Shevua in hein, you don't have a Shevua in the positive, because you can't be over divrei Torah. So says Tosfos in the second answer, in the name of Re, that there's a difference of how he's being oivel divrei Torah. By us, we're talking about that a person says, I will eat meat. That cannot include treif, because he's oiver aver bekum ve'aseh, he's getting up and eating meat. But by matzah, shev al taiseh, he says a shvua, I will not eat matzah. And he mainly through a Issur Kollel, he stops himself eating matzah. So bekum ve'aseh, Issur Kollel cannot cause a person to do an avera. But b'sheva al taiseh and Issur Kollel, a person can do a shvua with Issur Kollel to stop himself from doing a mitzvah. And so bring the Refrain in the Sugya, the Lashon of the Ramban is mutav she'avar lemitzvah mimele v'lo yavar l'shvua b'yadayim. It's better for him to transgress the mitzvah b'mimele b'sheva al taiseh than actually going and transgressing his shvua b'yadayim. And the Ritva says very similarly, K'sar shel davar. The hacha v'hasom deinile b'sheva al taiseh. It's always sheva al taiseh. So what comes out from this yisoid is that when we say that a person can't do a shvua against the Torah because he's mushba v'oim in Marasinai, so directly he can't do it regardless if it's sheva al taiseh or not sheva al taiseh. But indirectly with Issur Kollel, it depends. If it's sheva al taiseh, the shvua will be chal, and if it's in kumeseh, then the shvua will not be chal. Why should we have this difference? So the Chazon Ish in Choshen Mishpat Likutim Siman Chov Dalet, and very similar, is echoing what it says in the Keren Oiro in the Durham Daf Yud Zayin Amud Aleph. He says the idea is as follows: the Gemara in the Durham the base of the base tells us what is the definition of neder and what is the definition of shvua. Neder, says the Gemara in the Durham, is on the chefza. What is a neder? Neder is that this item a person is not going to enjoy from. A person says, Arei, alai, I don't want to enjoy this bread. I don't want to enjoy this sukkah. I don't want to enjoy this item. The item becomes asur. But Shevua is not on the chefza. Shevua is not on the item. Shevua is on the gaver. It's on the person. By doing a Shevua, a person says, I will not do this action. And this is the reason, as we'll see based on the next daf, Tosfos brings it, we'll discuss in the Shor Machshava. The idea, why is a neder chal in a mitzvah while shvua does not chal in a mitzvah? A person cannot do shvua to go against the Torah because he's mushba v'oim in Marasinai. So he can't tell himself, you go do something if he's already has another shvua to tell him not to do something. But a neder is oiser the chefza, is oiser the item. This item, he says, this sukkah I can't enjoy. So he's not telling the person not to do the mitzvah, but this item becomes asur, therefore it's chal in a mitzvah as well. Says the Chazon Ish, that is the idea when you do a Issur Kollel b'sheva al taiseh. So if it's not a Issur Kollel, he's directly going against the Torah, that you cannot do, because he's saying a shvua against the Torah. But if he's doing Issur Kollel, it's not directly against the Torah. He's Issur this item. He's saying, I'm not going to enjoy matzah throughout the year, so matzah becomes asur. Now, if it comes and violates a mitzvah, so if it's bekum v'aseh, he said, I'm going to eat treif, he's still going against the Torah. But it's b'sheva al taiseh, it's similar to a neder where I'm saying that the chefza, that the item should be asur. The person made through his shvua, he said matzah should be asur on me. I'm not going to eat matzah. So matzah becomes usher. Issur Kollel includes also he's not going to eat matzah during Pesach. Because b'sheva al taiseh is not actively going and violating a mitzvah. He is this b'sheva al taiseh. It's as if the item became usher on him. So it's very similar to a neder, which is chal and mitzvah as well. A Shevua, the mevatla mitzvah b'Issur Kollel, b'sheva al taiseh works the same way a neder can go against a mitzvah, according to what Chazon Ish says. Be'ez Hashem, we'll get to the next daf, and we'll see more in the machshava part. Why is a neder chal on a mitzvah, not a shvuah? And we'll see if this still works with the mahalach of the Chazon Ish. Anyone who wants to join the Shom Machshava email list to what's go, please email shommachshava@gmail.com.